let's talk about a war that's been a constant presence in news headlines for nearly a decade, a conflict that has deeply impacted the Middle East and beyond. Yet, despite its longevity and the sheer scale of human suffering, the Yemen civil war still feels profoundly misunderstood by much of the world. It's a complex situation, layered with historical grievances, political maneuvering, and external influences. It's a conflict that's not only torn a country apart, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair, but has also tragically turned Yemen into the epicenter of a high-stakes proxy battle, a dangerous game played out by regional powers vying for dominance in the Middle East. This external involvement has further complicated the already dire situation on the ground. So, how did this hellish war begin? What were the initial sparks that ignited this devastating conflict? To get a solid grip on the situation, let's jump back to 2011 and examine the key events that led to the current state of affairs. The Arab Spring, a wave of pro-democracy protests, sweeps across the region, igniting hope and unrest in equal measure. In Yemen, longtime leader Ali Abdullah Saleh, who had ruled for over 3 decades, is eventually forced out of power by mass protests, demanding political change and greater freedoms. Power shifts hands, but things remain incredibly messy and unstable in the aftermath of Saleh's departure. The transition is far from smooth. His vice president Abdrabbu Mansur Hadi reluctantly takes charge, inheriting a nation plagued by widespread corruption, a rapidly tanking economy, and rising social unrest fueled by poverty and inequality. And then, enter the Houthis, a force that would dramatically alter the course of Yemen's future. A rebel group primarily based in northern Yemen, the Houthis felt increasingly marginalized and fed up with being sidelined from the political process. By 2014, capitalizing on the widespread discontent and political vacuum, they successfully seized control of Yemen's capital, Sana'a, marking a major turning point in the escalating conflict. Facing imminent capture, President Hadi is forced to flee the capital. In 2015, alarmed by the Houthi advance and perceiving a growing Iranian influence in their backyard, Saudi Arabia and its allies launch a military intervention, unleashing a barrage of airstrikes, imposing a strict naval and air blockade, and deploying ground forces, all with the stated goal of pushing the Houthis back from Sana'a and restoring Hadi's government to power. But here's where the situation gets incredibly complicated and the true nature of the conflict begins to reveal itself. The Houthis, while having their own local grievances and ambitions, are also allegedly backed by Iran, Saudi Arabia's longtime regional rival. So now, Yemen isn't simply a civil war fought between Yemenis, it's morphed into a full-blown proxy war, with Saudi Arabia and Iran battling indirectly for regional influence, cynically using Yemen as their chessboard and the Yemeni people as pawns in their power game. It's a tragic combination of local political struggles, deeply entrenched sectarian divisions, and the dangerous meddling of global and regional powers. Fast forward through years of intense fighting, relentless bombardment, and shifting front lines, widespread famine exacerbated by the blockade, rampant disease outbreaks, and countless shattered lives. The human cost of this conflict is simply staggering. The war's front lines may shift and change over time, but the immense suffering of the Yemeni people never ceases. Today, over 20 million Yemenis are in desperate need of humanitarian aid just to survive. Countless innocent children face the daily threat of severe malnutrition and starvation. The international community watches with increasing concern, but meaningful and lasting solutions to the crisis seem frustratingly out of reach. You might be wondering, with so many conflicts raging around the world, why does the war in Yemen matter so much? Yemen's fate is about far more than just lines on a map or the control of territory. Ultimately, it's about the people. The countless families trapped in the deadly crossfire, struggling to survive amidst the chaos. The innocent kids who still dare to dream of a future filled with peace and security. And the generations of Yemenis who simply yearn for the chance to live a normal, peaceful life, free from the constant threat of violence and displacement. And it serves as a stark reminder of the inherent dangers of proxy wars. When local conflicts become global battlegrounds, it's always the ordinary, innocent people who end up paying the highest and most devastating price. So even as the headlines begin to fade and the world's attention shifts elsewhere, let's make a conscious effort to not forget Yemen's tragic story. It stands as a powerful reminder that wars rarely stay neatly contained within borders, and the deep scars they inflict can last for many generations to come. If you found this breakdown helpful and want to stay informed about other complex global issues, please hit subscribe for more untold stories and in-depth analysis from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.